It's your baby boy coming to you from the only borough that matters, the Bronx, and that's my word. Today we're on episode 7. We're gonna be having a good time. I'm in good company today. I'm gonna be with philanthropist, filmmaker. Okay, one more time. It's your baby boy coming to you from the only borough that matters, the Bronx, and that's my word. Today we're on episode 7. We're gonna be having a good time. Today I'm in good company. I'm with philanthropist, matchmaker, filmmaker, possibly an ordained minister, unofficial talent scout of New York, the most lovely New Yorker you could ever meet.
It's New York Nico. Love this guy, man.
We're gonna be going to eateries around the Bronx. We're gonna be showing him around. We're gonna have a good time today, all right? Let's start the show. We're in the Kingsbridge section of the Bronx. I'm with my boy New York Nico. We're going around everywhere today, and we're gonna have some great food. Have you been to the Bronx before?
Of course I've been to the Bronx.
Have you ate good food in the Bronx before?
I mean, I've had good food in the Bronx, but not like I'm about to eat today, I'm sure.
Definitely not like you're gonna eat today, all right? We're gonna head over to the Malecón and we're gonna have cubanos, all right? Come with me.
Cubanos?
Cubanos.
Oh, cubanos.
Por favor. Y merengue.
Hey, what street is this? Calle.
231st Street.
231st and Broadway. 231st and Broadway.
What's mofongo?
Mofongo is like plantains, like they take I would say like it's called a pillar, like a pillar, you know, like the masher, and they mold it. Mofongo is just basically like mashed plantains, but it's formed into a cup.
Okay.
There's a. You know what? Maybe we'll just get a little bit of that. We'll get a
Sure,
little.
yeah.
Dame un plato de mango, por favor, con cebolla. Sí, solamente.
What's the bread? Is it like a
It
baguette?
should be a Cuban bread.
Oh, okay.
If not, it's just regular bread that they put it on the plancha, the iron. Has enough weight when you press it down. It's
Right,
nice, flat, crispy. Cheers.
Cheers. So what's in it?
Roasted pork, Swiss cheese, ham and pickles, some ground mustard.
So what makes the bread special?
It's supposed to be Cuban bread. Cuban bread traditionally, but this could probably be just a regular hero with the butt cut off, and then they just lay it out.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's typically pre-made, or they make it themselves. They just cut up the pork, slice it up. So let me ask you, how did Nicholas Heller become New York Nico?
I was born and raised in Union Square in Manhattan. And by the time I graduated college, I was like done with New York City. I was just over it.
Damn, you didn't like it here?
No, I mean, it's all I knew. So I was like, what else, what's my next move? And I was making music videos at the time, like underground music videos for like, New York rappers. And I was like, the next logical step is to move to Los Angeles and become like the next Hype Williams. So I moved to Los Angeles, but it was like the worst period of my life. Like I didn't have a driver's license. I had to share a room with some kid I found on Craigslist, and I wasn't booking any work. So after 6 months of doing the LA thing, I was like, shit, like I can't do this any longer. What's my next move? So I moved back to New York, was living back with my parents again. And then one day I was just like sitting in Union Square trying to figure out what my next move was. And I noticed this New York City street celebrity that I'd seen since I was a kid. He's this 6'7" white dude with dreadlocks who carries around a 10-pound sign that says the 6'7" Jew will freestyle rap for you. And I like used this low point as an opportunity to go and talk to him. So we ended up talking and walking around the city together, and by the end of that I was like, I've never made a documentary before, but maybe I should, would you be interested in me making a documentary? And ended up making a documentary on him, and it was really great, and then had the idea to do the same sort of documentary for other New York City street celebrities, so like Wendell, the homeless fashion designer of Union Square, and Larry the Birdman of Washington Square. So I created these short little things, and then that made me realize that I wanted to do documentaries and showcase New York City and New York City's people and But yeah, and then that kind of just turned into this new Instagram persona, which was New York Nico, where I kind of like showcased these same characters, and then that turned into just showcasing, you know, New York through my eyes, and kind of just took off from there.
Was you happy to be back home though?
So happy. I could never live anywhere else.
That's what I like to hear. The city's so nice they named it twice.
Yep.
And look, you named yourself after it, huh?
That was delicious though, thank you.
Ready for the next spot? It's a bacon, egg, and cheese with jelly. All right? We're gonna have a good time with this one. So you guys like to put your fries in Frosties and dunk your chicken tenders in sodas. I like to have bacon, egg, and cheese with jelly. All right? It's real good stuff right there. So don't knock it till you try it. Typically, I'll get this in a wrap or something.
I'm not a picky eater, so I feel like I might enjoy this, but we'll see.
You like peanut butter jelly?
Yeah.
You don't like?
I like peanut butter and jelly, and I like bacon, egg, and cheese,
So
but
there you
I
go.
don't know if I like them both at the same time.
Oh, you don't like this one? It's coming to you.
Yeah,
You like it?
I do. I like savory and sweet. And this is the perfect amount of savory and sweet.
It's the bacon.
This is really good.
Next time you get breakfast, bacon, egg, and cheese and jelly.
That was good. That was good. You got a napkin?
Yep.
So, Nico, before you came to the Bronx today with me, what was your expectations? What have you heard about the Bronx? What do you think about the culture?
Well, I feel like a lot of the culture today comes from Bronx culture, to be honest. Like, you know, hip hop is like the biggest culture in New York City, if not the world, and hip hop was born in the Bronx. So, to me, I feel like even though it doesn't get credit for it, I feel like the Bronx has a huge part in making up what we think of as New York City culture.
The stigma that the Bronx is dangerous, it's dirty, and sometimes it's ranked as the most unfriendliest borough in New York City. Did you ever believe that at any point in time?
I mean, well, you see old footage of, like, you know, Bronx is burning and shit like that, so I feel like that stigma has kind of stuck with the Bronx.
Yeah.
But I never thought that. Every time I came out here, I've never had any problems. So it just seems like any place else to me.
Would you be comfortable coming to the Bronx by yourself?
Yes.
just gotta ask.
Yeah.
But this is the shop, you know, for us, we wanted to create a cultural hub, you know, it was more than just selling merchandise, it was for us to create an experience, for us to create an inclusive space, a platform for everybody, right? So we were literally having events here, 2-3 events a week, right? From open mics to, like I said, you know, we had school trips, you know, kids coming here and we're talking to them about entrepreneurship, about creativity, about the Bronx and all that. But yeah, you know, 4 years and this shop has definitely grown to be sort of a staple, you know, like this is, if you want to experience the Bronx, you come to the Bronx Native Shop, you come to one of our events, you buy some of the merch and you support.
Is that right? Yo, of course, man. Thank you.
And real quick, can I get a yeah? Yeah!
Now we're gonna eat is chicken saltimbocca.
Hey.
Did we get those? Nope.
So what is this?
That is chicken. You get a chicken of veal with, that's eggplant right there. There's chicken, prosciutto, spinach, eggplant.
Hey.
Out of respect for you, there's no cheese, but typically there would be cheese on here.
Respect.
And there's an egg.
An egg, okay.
Eggs, half the egg, half hard boiled egg. Clearly it's not Sunday, but when you're having Sunday dinner, there's always a loaf of bread. And you sop all that good stuff up. And you eat. That's it. Come get a close-up on this shit, yeah. Like I said, typically it would have cheese, so you see the nice orgasmic cheese pull and whatnot, but chicken, prosciutto, spinach, eggplant, sometimes cheese. These are my guys here at John Joe's. Remember, my neck of the woods. I love this place. Near and dear to my heart. That being said, Nico, you finally have had plenty of food here in the Bronx. How do you feel about it?
It's delicious, man. This is great.
Is there any other place like it?
No.
Before you leave, I think we're gonna get you Italian nachos. You haven't had that yet. You gotta
I'm
try.
done.
All right, now listen.
I'm
next
done.
time you up here, we gotta get you
Yeah,
Italian
yeah,
nachos.
yeah.
Okay?
For those of you who tuned in this season, I appreciate you all. To the establishments that showed their hospitality and generosity, I thank you for making this season happen. To the people who stood behind me and supported me, I thank you. Most importantly, my director, the one who made this all come together, Vito. As for the Bronx, my home, I love you and thank you.
Empanadas made you happy?
I've never had empanadas like that before.
Like that, right?
But I also
Man.
really like the mogu.
The mangu.
Mangu.
He said the mugu.